repeat offender to myself.
I had fun time and full of surprises. It's a place to get your 15 minutes of fame. Let me tell you, keeping it real, keeping it rude.
Back in Brooklyn, the Brandon Saloon.
Yes, we are. And Johnny Young is on Who for the
Right
Show.
there.
Yeah,
Proud to be here.
and we have Jose, but are you Jose or are you Rebel Tumbao?
It's pretty close.
Yeah, how do you say it?
Tumba.
Tumbao. Tumbao. Does Tumbao have a meaning?
Yeah, Tumba has a meaning. Tumbao it's like Spanish Cuban slang for, you know, you got swing, you got swag.
Ah!
Wow.
But
Duh!
yeah, exactly.
Now I get Rebel.
It almost kind of
Rebel
sounds like
swag.
But the
Oh.
official
sound out of a custom
Yeah.
instrument. when
More
they-
and more, it's coming crystal clear. Ah, yeah.
But the official meaning, it's the rhythm that's played in Cuban music, Cuban soul music.
Right.
The rhythmic pattern that the bass and the conga plays. That just makes you
Oh,
want
what
to
is
move your ass off.
Can you demonstrate that rhythm?
Sure.
Curious.
Wanna hold that? Here we go. So it's like.
All right.
So
All right.
if you listen to salsa, Cuban music, that's the fundamental rhythm.
So
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you doing?
You'll get it.
Oh, you're doing it.
So it's like 1
Yes.
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, I don't have theory in me.
That's cool.
Yeah. I just play wrong all the time, but
I know she still hasn't learned the chord changes I wrote for her.
shut up. I play it in a simple way. And he like swifted it
I
up
know
a
a
little.
few more chords. And
I'm just like, why'd you do that? Yeah, exactly.
I know you can play it, you just don't want to.
I just can't remember it, but that's okay. So, where are you from? Are you from Cuba?
No, I'm from wherever I stand, but I was born here in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that hospital, Methodist Hospital.
Methodist
I know
Hospital.
that. I know
Went to John J. Hahn.
I know that hospital.
That's
yeah.
where I live, is in Park Slope.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can't even.
Fifth Avenue and 9th Street.
Well, I lived on 5th and 9th.
Whoa.
Between 5th and
Yeah.
6th, sure. But, I can't afford even to walk through there.
That's because you moved out.
Oh, this shit's so expensive.
I know. Everywhere, though, right?
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
So now I'm living in the Bronx.
I live in the
I was
Bronx,
born in the Bronx.
Yeah.
167 and 3rd.
Yeah, living in the Bronx where you get bigger space for more economic.
Well, the Bronx is trying to catch up.
No, it is catching up
Yeah.
because they don't make real estate anymore, and
But that Grand Concourse
this is all sold out.
used to be like,
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, the synagogue is still there.
And I just went to the Bronx Museum, which is over there. Which
Yeah, I'm 2 blocks away.
from the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, 161st in Grand Concourse.
It's
No, that's
so.
on 65th.
So you live
65th.
near Grand Concourse.
I'm on the concourse between 167 and 168.
I
D
was born in
train.
Lebanon Hospital.
D-Train. My friend is the administrator.
Yeah. My mother grew up on 169th Street between Jerome and the Concourse. That's like where my nana lived. So I used to go there all the time as a little
Before the 70s?
girl. During that time. Yeah. Yeah.
That's when we started.
Yeah, that's in, and then she moved to Florida.
Yeah, the fires in the South Bronx.
Yeah, that's,
Okay,
but my mother grew up in that, she grew up there.
Yeah.
She went to Taft. And there was a school that's still there called PS 64. Now it's CES 64. In that neighborhood was her public school. She heard in the paper that it was like one of the worst schools all in New York and wanted to pay back and went and got this group of 2nd graders, and we called them the Lovables. And a lot of them now are doctors. They went to amazing colleges. We're like this extended family of the Lovables, all from that neighborhood. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of great people came out.
It's a great neighborhood.
Are there any venues over by us that you play at or anything like that?
And the Bronx, no, I mean, they're concerts. Yeah, sorry about that. There are concerts at even college and stuff like that.
Right, and at the museum too.
All stores at the museum, there are functions happening.
Yeah, I just went to one.
There's a little spot, a little lounge on, I think it's 149, 150th. It's called Gino's. It's a pizzeria, but in the back they have like this
Yeah?
This lounge where they have live music. I mean, I don't perform there, but it's pretty hip. If
You been
walk-
in it?
Yeah, I've been in it. If you walk in it, you know,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
it looks like
So-
you walked into a club in Manhattan. On the
So
east side.
where
Really
do
cheap,
you
really
play, and where is your next gig?
Well, my next gig, we just came off of a sold-out, record-breaking performance at the Blue Note Jazz
Oh,
Club.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, awesome.
we don't even have the recording out yet, and we did that on. And that
Yeah,
happened-
I would like to see that.
Wow.
yeah, that happened on the most difficult day to do something like that. That happened on Labor Day, late night show, and we wrote the record. And we're trying to get into the bitter end, you know, before the release of our recording.
That should,
Right.
they're
Love
letting
the
people
video.
in now.
No.
Yeah, it's done.
It's been like that. You
Yeah.
know, but we're trying to do a special show there because
Nice.
you know I'm a classic rock and roller. You know,
Right. And you have a lot of people in your project.
Yeah, there's 11. It's an 11-piece band.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Having a lot of horns and stuff.
Yeah. No, there's 2 trombones, 4 rhythm section, 2 background vocalists, an English vocalist, and a Spanish vocalist.
Alright, so 4 vocals.
Yeah.
And then keys, guitar, bass,
Keys,
drums,
bass, yeah, percussion, a lot of percussion.
percussion. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So is this your baby?
Yeah, this is my baby. You know, it's been 12 years in the running, 12 years in the making. It started out with a partner. It was his concept and his idea. Matt Jensen, the pianist, and
Right.
an educator at Berkeley School of Music,
Okay.
and an authority on Bob Marley's music. And he had
Like, how do you become an authority on Bob Marley?
because you study not only the music, but you also study, you know, the life and the legacy of it.
He touched my arm once, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right here.
nice.
Wow.
I just recently saw the documentary. It was
Yes.
very sad.
So the project, you know,
So how many?
you want to know about the project? Rose?
Yeah, I do. I wanna know.
Where can we go hear this? Can we go someplace on the web and hear the music?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's playing.
I got a track for you, and I'm sorry I don't have a copy of the CD because it's not out yet. But I promised to come back and bring you one. But it started out 12 years ago with this amazing pianist and composer,
Right.
passionate about trying to do our part in saving the world, as I am. Came up to me because I worked with Eddie Palmieri for the last for 24 years.
Right.
And he's a Grammy Award winner. And he sort of admired what I've done, and he approached me one time. I was doing a jazz camp up in Potter College in Vermont.
Right.
And he said, "Hey man, I got this project and this mission that I'm on, and I want you to do it with me. It's about creating grooving music and with socially conscious lyrics. You know, sort of set off all the bullshit that's happening on the planet today."
Yeah, I
Right.
know.
I'm
It's
saying.
like
And
ridiculous.
there's so much of it that you could probably write a million songs.
Yeah, so we cover it in this fashion. We call our music Afro-Latin roots music. And we recorded 5 tunes of Bob Marley's classics because he's a big inspiration to us.
Which one?
We did rebel music, Stir It Up, Is This Love,
Some of the
Turn
latest.
Your Lights Down Low,
Yeah,
and
I love that.
Redemption
If I
song.
was gonna go buy a Bob Marley album,
Love and
which
Pain.
would be the first one to buy?
man, I think
Catch a
you
Fire.
Catch a Fire. That
The
was
very first one.
Yeah, Catch a Fire.
Who's that country guy that's on that album? It's a guitarist.
I forget.
He came down from upstairs in the studio.
Have you been to Jamaica?
Carl Perkins, I think
No,
it was.
Ah.
I think it was Carl Perkins. that came
It's
out.
funny, like every song in Jamaica is turned into reggae. Like if you would Sweet Home Alabama, would be Sweet Home Alabama. Anything. Like Merry Christmas. Every song, Britney Spears. Name a song, they play it in reggae. It's the coolest thing you've ever heard. I'm serious. You
Yeah, I
name a
believe
song.
it. I believe it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yeah. I smoked and I saw a lot of stars.
Oh, Irie woman. We would be like, woman. Oh, it's worth the trip.
Yeah, I gotta make that trip one day.
Oh my gosh, I hope I get back there.
Yeah.
But
It's just I have trouble with the disparity of the have and the have-nots, but
But
it's a beautiful place.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's amazing. But any place can be amazing. it's just a matter of like you said, the world is just ridiculous right now. I know. So your next show?
Hopefully our next show will be like the 28th or the 29th. We're working at it as we speak at the ReWandWho.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Yes, it's
And where do we go? You're on Facebook or someplace?
Yeah.
We're on Facebook, and
He's got a real website.
as your last guest mentioned, we're rebuilding the website, so it should be published tomorrow or this Sunday. But you can go to www.rebel2bow.com.
Rebel Trouble.
Yeah, and you
Rebel Trouble.
Yeah! Tumba!
and you can learn much more about it.
Wow.
Yeah, so today happens to be National Butterscotch Pudding Day.
So thank you.
And I have some butterscotch, but I need to get a skeleton from your closet. Yes, and I know you must have some juicy ones because you are very tumbao.
Yeah, skeletons from my
Just
closet.
one. It could be from when you were a kid or it could be from like this morning.
Great.
Because I believe in a skeleton a day. I do. I think it's important. I do. I think
Well, out the open,
I just think it keeps you walking on eggshells, you know? Like, exactly.
Well, I have some deep ones. I have some deep ones that I really don't want to share.
That you don't have.
Since you mentioned kid,
Okay. Yeah.
you know, back in the 60s and the early 70s, before these roll down gates were happening,
Right.
no one really knows about this. Before all this madness and you had roll down gates and all the security, they used to have those sort of accordion gates. And there was the soda fountain business around the corner from where I lived. And, you know, they used to deliver the bread early in the morning and the newspapers and all that. And in those days, people would take the bread,
They thought it was
take the
fair,
paper.
right?
No. And leave the money.
Oh.
Certain time, Jose come around the corner.
You get
Take
that
money.
bread.
Take the money. Man.
And the bread.
This is the first time I'm sharing.
You got the bread and the bread.
You owe me
You owe me that.
What did you buy with that money?
No, the other stuff is too heavy.
That works.
You probably went and got some tequila with that money.
For that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One for my daughter.
And,
I love your daughter.
Oh, really?
That's your mom, my daughter. Hey, baby.
Oh, that's so sweet. Nice. I have two daughters.
I have two of them.
Okay. Good.
One's in Texas. I don't know what she's doing.
Well, hopefully she's having something big. Because isn't everything big in Texas?
Yeah, I think that's why she's there. She loves to eat. She loves big cars, and all that other stuff. So I guess that culture of super big is good.
There you go, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'm so glad you made it. And come back anytime and we'll stay in touch.
Well, if you're serious about coming down and checking out the show, when we finalize that date, I'm going to put you on my guest
That
list.
sounds
You guys
great.
come down.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Check out a little bit of
What's it called?
Rebel Tumbao.
Rebel Tumbao.
Rebel
Yeah.
Tumbao.
Give it
Swing
up.
Rebels.
We're not on
Yeah.
the side of the devil. Thank you.
Rebel
Yay.
Tumba.
We'll be back. We got more. Yay.
Whipple, baby.
Thank you so much.
Through the eyes of Rue, keeping it real, keeping it Rue. Rue and who? What's that you say? Keeping it real, keeping